Let's get you the latest of Cyclone Michaung that made landfall yesterday afternoon in Bapatla in Andhra Pradesh, extensive arrangements were made in order to keep people safe, but that weather system has now weakened into a depression. It's likely to move north and weaken further into a well-marked low pressure area, but it is going to continue to bring in heavy rain, and that rain is going to be in parts of Andhra Pradesh, moving towards Telangana, Chhattisgarh, as well as parts of Vidarbha along with Odisha. Now, Odisha's already 6 districts of Odisha have already been on alert. So more showers expected. Of course, when we talk about Chennai, where the damage was the maximum as far as this weather system is concerned, do remember it impacted Chennai even while it was lying at sea. So now low-lying areas continue to be inundated. Airdropping of food in those low-lying areas. They have been using 300 boats. Those have been deployed in rescue operations. Schools and colleges continue to remain shut as far as Chennai is concerned, as well as 3 adjoining districts, but 80% of that power supply that was snapped has now been restored. But there is no power whatsoever in the flooded areas, those areas that you see on your screen which have been inundated, obviously because there is a risk of electrocution, and in order to avoid that, because the death toll too has increased in Chennai. And there you can see the Chief Minister there giving out relief material to all those stranded. Do remember 12,000 fishermen have been evacuated, and people in vulnerable areas have been shifted to relief camps. Many relief camps have been set up. Air and rail traffic had been affected. More than 500 flights were impacted due to the cyclone across the southern belt, and about 1,000 flights were impacted because the airport in Chennai was shut down. So they, to get more as to, what all this weather system is going to bring about, we do know that the winds were gusting to about 110 kmph. The kind of rainfall that we've seen over the last 48 hours, not just in Chennai, but that weather system that's moved towards Andhra Pradesh. Where is it headed next? Let's take a look at the story.
The fury of Cyclone Michaung was in full force in coastal Andhra Pradesh as it made landfall with wind speeds of 90 to 110 kilometers per hour from 2:30 p.m. onwards on Tuesday.
The impact of it will remain for the next few hours.
Over 200 millimeters rainfall recorded in Bapatla, which is just north of the landfall spot, and even in Machilipatnam in Krishna district, about 90 kilometers from the landfall area.
Here, first of all, the impact is when compared to Tamil Nadu is less. The second thing is that whatever these areas are there, which are the coast is somewhat some extent was protected by the mangrove forest, so the impact will also be less. So the third factor is that when compared to the sea level, this particular geographical area is low to the above mean sea level. That is also the thing. Keeping in view of that, and we have shifted these people to the safer places.
Flights from Tirupati have been disrupted. Highways from Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu are shut. Hundreds have been stranded. NDRF and SDRF teams are in action. The paddy crop ruined, putting farmers in distress, and the coastal damage takes its toll on the fishing community.
ప్రభుత్వం తగిన చర్య తీసుకోవాలని రైతాంగం కోరుతుంది.
ప్రభుత్వం మీరు ఏం అడిగాక మీరు కోరుతున్నారు?
పంట నష్టపరిహారాన్ని భర్తీ చేయాలని, రైతాంగాన్ని ఆదుకోవాలని ప్రభుత్వాన్ని కోరుకుంటున్నాం.
సరే, మీలాంటి రైతులు చాలా మందికి ఇలాగే లుక్సాన్ పడినారు.
అవును,
దాన్ని మీరేమనుకుంటారు?
ఇది రైతుకి తీరని నష్టం అండి. రైతు అనే ఎవరైనా తీరని నష్టం. మరి ఈ పంట పండి 6 కాలాలు 6 నెలలు పండించి.
I'm just about 50 to 60 kilometers away from Bapatla. The region is very slippery here. I'm in one of the paddy fields, which is one of the regions that are posing to be a big challenge here for several authorities, because most of these paddy fields are inundated.
Further north, the southern metropolis of Chennai was virtually submerged. The torrential rain for the last 36 hours was a nightmare that took at least 7 lives, washed away cars and triggered a power shutdown. The deluge tested every inch of the city's infrastructure. Perangudi in Chennai, which received the maximum 44 centimeters rain in 36 hours, still looks like a sea 18 hours after the rain stopped. The scale of the damage was huge and raised questions over the 4,000 crore worth of stormwater drains built by the government, which promised the project would mitigate inundation of this nature. But they could not withstand nature's fury, and proof of that is this senior citizen Shanmugam's home in the heart of the city.
I am worried about the night sleeping. There is no place here to sleep where I am sleeping. There is a lot of water overflowing here only.
Our entire house is completely flooded. All equipment, everything has gone for a 6. We had no other go but to run away to my father-in-law's house.
It has to be done in a different parameter and different engineering structure need to be created. So I don't think so they are capable of doing it, or they have to hire some proper engineer who can build these kind of cities whenever the rain comes about more than 10 centimeter or 50 centimeter.
The Chief Minister argued that had it not been for the drains, the city would have been devastated. Many others also pointed out that the city leapt back to normalcy as soon as the rain stopped. And that was proof of an administration in action.
2015 ஆண்டில் செம்பரம்பாக் ஏரியிலிருந்து திட்டமிடப்படாமல் அடையாறு வரும்போது 1 லட்சம் கனஅடிக்கு பெருமளவு நீர் திடீரென திறந்து விடப்பட்டுச்சு. வெள்ளம் ஏற்பட்டதுக்கு அது முக்கிய காரணம் என்பதை நீங்கள் அனைவருங்க. அது ஒரு செயற்கை வெள்ளம், இது இயற்கையாக ஏற்பட்டக்கூடிய வெள்ளம்.
The airport resumed operations this morning, but the shutdown yesterday led to over 500 flight cancellations across India, and the city had to fight through water one more time like it did in 2015. With Pratibha and Govind in Andhra Pradesh, in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find the TV.